Last week I've done a product photo shoot after a long time. It was arranged between me and the hotel that I'm working at. They have an olive oil shop and they wanted to display their products on the TV that they have at the entrance. I did manage to get some clips of the day of the shoot. All I have to say, it's been a while since I've done a product photo shoot, especially in the controlled lighting situation. I've never done anything studio-like. I do not have all the equipment that I needed for this. Thankfully I did have a flash and a tube light for this. I did have to think outside the box for some other things that you will see in the video itself. Alright, so this is their olive oil shop that they have at the entrance of their hotel. And this is where I'll be shooting the olive oil bottles. Plan is to take a photo of each bottle that they have on sale, that they have to offer. They have a small, medium, large, and extra large. They have canisters as well. So I'll try and incorporate this marble. It's a little bit too reflective. I'll set a whiteboard behind. I don't have any like a professional white box or anything that you can buy. I'll just use something that they have like for a conference, big white sheet of paper. And if this marble is too reflective, I'll probably put a white paper on the bottom as well, and then Photoshop their hotel colors that they have. So they have this blue, red, and green color, and I'll make every photo with each of these colors so that they can choose which one to showcase on the big screen here. Right, so what I have with me is my tripod. I'll be using, I don't know which lens I'll be using. I'll probably use this Sigma 28-70. If not, I'll take this 70-300 from Sony. And fortunately I do have a CPL filter to maybe get rid of some reflections on this marble. I do have a nan light and a flashlight. It's been a while since I've done a product photo shoot, and especially like serious like this. The last time I did it was a couple of years ago when I was sent beard products from a company called Noberu, and they sent me a full box of things that they said if I make any content that I can send it to them, and I did, but it was never serious like this, and it was more amateurish than anything else. I just used this light. It was a Christmas themed, so I set up a big Christmas tree behind the table, and I was pretty happy with the photos. And I don't know if they've used some, but I don't know, I'll check out their web page. Okay, I think I brought every bottle that they have. I got some bags as well that I'll try to incorporate in some photos. So as I said, I'm using a Sony a7 III 28-70 or a Sony 70-300. I'll try and use the CPL filter because this is reflective. All right, I'll set up my tripod, my lights, and probably do some test shots and show you what I actually do. The idea is to set up the tripod here and shoot the bottles straight on camera. What I'm gonna use this light tube is to get a nice light reflecting on the side of the bottle. Just set it like this. And I'll have to switch the lens, it's too short. Let's see if this is any better. I cannot get rid of reflections with the CPL filter, and I think I'll just do everything with, I'll just take one piece of paper and put it on the bottom and be over with it. Good, that'll be good. Yo, wake up. Right, I am finally finished. It's been, I don't know, maybe 2 hours since I started, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's been a hassle. My light ran out of battery. Thank God I did have my USB charger, and I found some AA batteries for my Godox flashlight because it ran out halfway through the shoot. So yeah, I'll see you back home. All of these photos were done on my iPad. This is an M2 iPad Pro. And I will just jump into Lightroom and show you how I did some edits on these photos. I didn't use any Photoshop. I'm not really good at Photoshop, so Lightroom is almost the only software that I use for editing photos. These are just some test shots, test edits that I did with empty bottles, and these are the final shots that I sent them. I will edit this photo here just to show you that you can do it in Lightroom, even on your iPad. You don't need like a super strong computer. Yes, it is an M2 iPad Pro, but you can probably do it on iPad Air as well. As you can see here on the side, it's a tripod with the tube light, and this was just as I said, to get a nice reflection on the side. It looks much nicer than without any reflections. It just looks bland to me. And here on the side you see that the panel was not as wide to cover the full width of the photo, but you can easily just remove it in Lightroom here with like AI eraser tool. So let's start with the way I started. I did use one of my presets here. I did get the light a little bit up just to get some light on the bottles here. Straighten the picture. Yeah, just a little bit. This looks fine to me, and center it. Now let's remove this left side here. Generative AI, this is what I used, and I'll just use my pencil to select this side and remove everything that we don't need. And from the first try on my final edit, it did pretty good job. As you can see, now it just looks like a full white plain paper. So now I did go to the masking here, and you have to select the subject. It's going to select the bottles, but as you can see, it's not really it's not selecting correctly, so you have to manually remove the selection. So what I will do first is to invert the mask, because I'm going to darken the background and make the background a blue color that the hotel chose. So I'm just going to add the background selection here between the bottles. As you can see, it did not select it correctly, so I'm just going to tap here on the side and add to mask with a brush. And for all of this, I will be using my Apple pencil. And it's not really good. I'm really sorry if you hear tapping, because it's probably the microphone is probably picking it up. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. As you can see, I'm just adding a little bit, So this is just going to be, I can make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, just like that. This is just a rough edit. I will not send clients like full masking on the side of the bottles. And this looks fine. And now I will choose the bottles again and go to light and crank down the exposure. Now you can see what is not selected correctly, even better. So you can just fix that a little bit. Go to the brush tool and add more. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. This, like, I don't know, it looks like ghosting effect or whatever it's called. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, now color. So they said they wanted blue, and this is practically it. You can play around with these colors here if you want, you know, if you want to have another color, or you can just play with temperatures. Yeah, I would say that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you that even though you're not really sure in yourself, that you can still make it, but in the end you need to set your expectations and be honest with yourself with the things that you can or cannot do. I would just recommend to practice a little bit more at home with I don't know, some random things that you have at home. I don't know if you if you learned something from this. This is a really random video. So I will see you in the next one. Take care.